A successful season for them, winning the league over there. And he's been instrumental, Dane Pedersen. Good to see him back home in the blue colours of the Western Cape.
Just off the pad, leg line. I still think the likelihood of them not getting to 117 for victory when you've got 37 already out of the way, it's probably small. It's definitely favouring the Knights, so be positive enough to think how crucial that bonus point will be. You'll never have a better opportunity than this particular day when you're chasing a meagre score to pick up a point that might get you to the semi-finals. So I'm pretty sure these guys are very aware of it.
Yeah, it's a real good point you're raising there, Brett. Coming back for the second. No danger whatsoever. Very often you look back and you get to those playoffs and where you could potentially have picked up a bonus point, where you could potentially have finished off the game earlier, edge up on a net run rate. And when you have an opportunity like this, you certainly want to be going for it.
Helped away to long leg.
Yeah, I suppose on the topic of net run rates and bonus points, remember South Africa in the World Cup in the UAE, they had opportunity against Bangladesh to really nail those runs quickly and give them an edge on that net run rate, which they didn't. It ended up costing him the semi-final spot.
Well, look at the Knights now. Let's make assumptions. Win the game with a bonus point, comfortably into second place from the lower reaches. That would be a massive progression. Even a win helps them. I mean, it gets them on the board. They were lightninged out in the first game. The one against the Warriors was abandoned, and so they were shared 2 points. But to pick up points and bonus points, which is so important, to go from 6th up to 2nd in a blink of an eye, that would be a massive plus for the iTech Knights.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can tell you, and I can almost assure you that the net run rate will also just shoot through the roof as well, which you need in this format.
Power play done. 6 overs out of the way. It's 41 for 1.
Power play.
Yeah, it's been a power play that belonged to the Knights. They go for a little freebie on the legs. Antona, he's so strong, going over the top. A couple of sweep shots. And really took it to the spinners down the wicket. A little scoop in the air. A long time on top, it could have got there, but managed to lose the 1 wicket to mid-wicket. Good catch by Smith. And the Knights 41 for 1 after 6 overs.
And that's how the middle order of Western Province was dictated to by the spin of the 2 off spinners, Stamen and Swanepoel. 44 for 2. They're actually ahead in terms of runs of the Knights at this stage. But those middle overs would just dry up and dribble away. They went from 76 for 3 to 116 all out. It was very disappointing. Here's the wrist spin of Junaid Dawood. Good numbers, really good. Can he weave a web here and get them back in the clash?
Absolutely no surprise to see the spinner being introduced straight after the power play. And we'll feel if the Western Province should have a chance, they will have to pick up a couple of quick wickets. He's got good control, this Dawood, for a leg spinner. He's been in and around this team for a little while. Up to the top, back into the amateur team. He had to work hard on his trade, but he's an accomplished spinner these days.
Now, looking for bonus point, if we may be getting ahead of ourselves, they've got 10 overs to get that, or to ball under that, and they have to get 76. So 7.6 runs per over, it's a task, but it's not a massively stiff one when you've got 9 wickets in the bank. Appeal was an afterthought. Bat involved.
Yeah, you'd certainly feel that they're probably going to target a bowler to get himself a little bit of a boost. As you mentioned, Brett, 7, just over 7s, shouldn't really be that difficult to chase down. But you really want to make sure that, yeah, you do pick up a bonus point here if you in the colours of the Knights today. Yeah, very often what you'll see teams do is they'll back themselves into a position of safety, and then they might look at someone to really put down the hammer.
Let's try and go the other way. So 5 overs at a run of ball, no wickets out of the way. They're probably up around about 75. Then they've got to get in 5 overs, they've got to get another 40 some change. So it's only gone to about 8.5, and with wickets in hand, you'd back yourself to get that. That's it. Chipped. Toe-ended.
Yeah, I was talking about the position of safety, and that's exactly how they're probably going to plan this Brett. Get to around at 75, 80 mark perhaps after 10 overs, and really put down. He's actually fortunate he hit the toe end of the bat, because I think if he hit it any better, probably picked the guy out and long on.
It's been a one off every ball. Sensible cricket from the Knights. It's just keeping the board ticking. And obviously the deeper you take it and they don't get wickets, Western Province, it deflates the fielding side. They realise they're out of it, and it's just, can they prevent Knights getting a bonus point?
Yeah, I think just looking at the body language already, Brett. They all look a little bit dejected at the moment. Leg slip in play now.
Two's the call. Coming back for a second. That's really good running. Ran out from Taunton to the danger end. So they get 7 from the over without even trying too hard. It's 48 for 1 from 7.
Yeah, it's a beautiful afternoon here in Potchefstroom. Linden the 2 overs, Moreki the 2 overs, both going around at 8.5 mark. Patterson, he was pretty good for 2 overs, 7 runs.
They have so many bowling options as the 6th Western Province side. We're going on to our 3rd spinner now. And I could understand they want to pick the 3 spinners. They've got seam bowlers covered, but they want to pick the 3 spinners because it's a second day pitch, it's been used, it's drier, and there'll be some turn. You tick that box for their rationale, but in order to bring the spinners into the game, you have to have got those runs on the board, and that's where bolstering that middle order for their next game, and that's got to be prize number 1.
Yes, that's a valid point you're making there, Brett. I think we look at Rayner and you look at George Linder, and in between, there's probably a lot of question marks. Yes, there's Zorzi's there. And he's also side a few runs.
So this is Carl Simmons, left-arm spinner of some repute.
Oh!
His first game, he was good with the bat with Simmons, but he bowled inside the power play, and it was a bit slow and a little bit short, so he got punished. And it's a bit of a repeat of the dose. Not the ultimate punishment, just a single, but again it looks like half a yard through the air, a little bit slow, so that when the shortness of length is found, there's plenty of time for a batsman to adjust. Down the wicket, good use of the feet, nicely chipped away into the vacant space over mid-wicket. What a nice way to bring up the 50, a lovely cultured stroke.
Yeah, this is brilliant from Clitter. Simmons, you're talking about him just slowing up the pace a little bit. This one giving him a lot of air. Got to the pitch of it. A little bit airborne for a while, but the placement is good. Dissecting the 2 fielders up mid-wicket fence.
Now the slog sweep straight to the man out at a wide lawn position. Footwork sets this up, doesn't try and overhit it. Knew there was a man in the inner ring, I'll just chip it over the top. Beautiful placement. Away for 4. Sensible batting.
Yeah, and I suppose you were talking about runs on the board, Brett. It is so difficult when you don't have those runs on the board. The opposition get off to somewhat of a flyer, and then you just have your back against the wall the entire way through. You almost feel that the opportunity even to have won this game or to make a comeback, a breakthrough, that's also out the window. Yeah. But somehow you're going to have to stay in the fight.
Seven from the over, it's 55 for 1. Complete control of the Arctic Knights, needing a further 62 at 5 and over to win, but obviously they want to look for that bonus point to be a little bit quicker. They need that at 7.8 to the over, 62 of 8 overs, that's the bonus point equation. Tensions elsewhere. We're seeing the early pool games in this ICC Men's T20 World Cup in Australia. They've been incredibly exciting. But the proper Super 12 groups start at the weekend. Outside edge found. India-Pakistan is an opener for the T20 World Cup. Now, if that's not a game that's going to make you lick your lips, I don't know what is.
Yeah, I can tell you, in the world of sport, Brett, I've been a part of the last one in the UAE, also the opener of the World Cup. It's probably one of the biggest sporting spectacles that one can find on this planet.
Oh, bounce and turn. That's a beauty. The other opening game in the Super 12s is the near neighbours, New Zealand, Australia. That is not a bad game when you get to the big guns coming into the tournament. In the air and safe.
Yeah, Jan Clitter recognised that leg slip in play. You want to try and take him out of the equation. Gone to reverse sweep. He's been in air for a long time. Fortunate for him, falling safe between Peterson and Mareki.
In the air, it's also going to find fortunate space and yards of it out over their extra cover. It was aimed towards mid-wicket. Unlucky Darwood. He's proved the undoing of both batsmen the last two deliveries, and he hasn't come up trumps.
Yeah, they're living dangerously the Knights. Fontana this time round. Trying to go to that mid-wicket reason. Slowness of the surface make that he got the leading edge. And again, no man's land.
Sliced away behind square. They're upping the ante now as they look for this bonus point. That runs away for 4. It's a lovely response from Fontonda.
You can see the intentions are being made clear now. They're putting the foot on the petrol. This time round, looking to hit it inside out. And again, big outside edge, but with that man being up at point, all he needed to do was beat him.
8 from the over. 9 done. 63 for 1.
Alright, Brett, who's your pick for the World Cup?
Have you noticed I put my hand on my heart? This is our time.
Yeah, you're a bit like me. And I thoroughly feel with the balance of the team that we have at the moment, really exciting, the batting department, and of course we always have the bowlers.
Five bowlers used here, and Mareki the one who's got success. Just to go to your point about South Africa as a T20 unit, I've always felt they were probably, I'm going to go for maybe 5 players on the side that could be match winners. And I think in T20, you've got to have men, bat and ball, that can actually win you the match almost single-handedly. I think now you go down 11. The speed of an Akir, the skill of a Rabada, the spin of a Shamsi or a Mirage, and then the batting, Stubbs, Miller, Markram, they're really all attacking. So I think they've got the approach of a side that can win a World Cup. I mean, there's so many imponderables that can happen. Could be rained out or whatever the case may be. But we got that close to the semi-finals last time just by winning. We won 4 games, only lost 1. And as you say, that bonus point that could have seen us through. I use the word us advisedly, ill-advisedly, but nonetheless, hand on heart, it's our time.
You lot you do with us today, Brett. Especially in my presence.
Smeared away over mid-wicket, and it's 1 bounce 4. It's a very good hand this from John Cloutey today. He was out the very first ball of the innings in the game, the interrupted game against the Warriors. But he's put that behind him quickly, and a good performance with the gloves. He's followed up with a good performance with the bat.
He's looking to hide his mid-wicket region. And again, he's tried a couple of balls prior to that. Not successful, but this time managed to clear it quite easily.
What's one have to do? The ball is in, but there's a fumble. That was a real chance because there was indecision or ill communication between the 2 batsmen. Fantonda wanted, Cloutey was looking for where the ball is. And unfortunately, there's a fumble.
Yeah, you can see Clitter undecided, turned back, and wow, had he picked it up cleanly.
Yeah, they need more than just the 1 wicket, but if you just can get a new man out there, who knows if it can create a few jitters as these Knights men press towards that bonus point.
One more. Someone there, please. One.
Halfway stage, 69 for 1. And there is the log, the Titans, who are, well, obvious favourites for any tournament that they play in because they're a very star-studded side. The defending champions, the Rocks, just missed out on a bonus point by a single ball. But here, the Knights can vault with a bonus point into 2nd place, and they need to score 48 runs at 8 and over, eminently achievable, and they'll be favourites to go 2nd. So it's time for a change up here. John Kent will be with Ed Rainsford.
We'll keep a close eye on that points table as the CSA T20 challenge continues, but the Knights will be more in focus as they try and get a bonus point here, along with the win 5 plus their 2 and then go to 7. Oh, that's classy. That is beautiful. That's been speared and it's just met John Kent on the button.
Held the pose, I could hear the camera clicking as he hit that. Held the pose, beautiful stroke. Drifting in, but he just opened up that extra cover region. He's trying to tuck him up, but he just moved away to the leg stump. Brilliant stroke, placement, power, all in one.
That's excellent cricket.
Good jammers.
With the beautiful lines through the cover region, it runs away for 4 and then slowly just gets in a good position and allows the ball just to touch the bat and get to the other end.
Well, jammers.
43 runs required. They're looking to close this off in the 16th over or better.
Catch it.
Outside edge, the dive is in vain.
Get this back, get this back.
Patterson,
Let it go, let it go.
heroic effort. So just back for the 2. We got the old string under the fishing hat there. Smart move, experienced player. But he just could not make ground to that ball. It looped, teased him. Wonderful effort, got a hand on it.
Catch it.
Finds the man.
Jammers.
Leg slip in place for the wrist spinner. It's quite an interesting. Well, he has found the bounce, hasn't he? And he has found turn on offer. So why not? If they can try and get Kluti out here, who is the more aggressive of the two batters, it may stun them trying to get to this total.
Catch it.
Wonderful shot. He says, don't worry about the leg slip. I'll go downtown. What a shot that is.
So tough for Western Province. They got to keep men up in the ring to try to take some wickets. That is bringing their demands ever quicker. And the bonus point's a real threat now. Very good. Not quite to the pitch of it, so it makes it an even better shot from Kluti.
Goes again. Back to back. In the exact same